Tantor Audio, a division of Recorded Books, presents A Billion Hours of Good, Changing the World 14 Minutes at a Time, by Chris Field. Narrated by Stephen R. Thorne. Introduction. This is an invitation to reimagine everything you've ever believed to be true about your ability to create authentic and lasting transformation in the world around you. An invitation to believe you are enough and you have enough to offer real solutions to the local and global challenges that move you the most. An invitation to stop waiting weeks, months, and years for all the stars to align, because they never will, and to start living out your biggest hopes and boldest dreams today. An invitation to stop believing the lie that you need more time and/or money before you can use your passion and talent to make an impact that outlasts your life. An invitation to start doing the most amount of good possible where you are and with what you have. This is an invitation to join a global movement of ordinary people like you and me who want to give back, offer their best gifts, and do more good in the world. A collective billion hours of it. Yes, billion with a B. That's enough good to fill 24 hours a day, 365 days a year for the next 114,000 years. That's a whole lot of good. And we'll accomplish it together. You are invited, and it's so good to have you here. Chapter 1. A Case Study Named Connor. I first met Connor when the company he worked for hired me to help grow their social media accounts. Connor was their creative guy, and by our second conversation, I realized he was ridiculously talented. Graphic design, video editing, branding, and marketing were his sweet spots, and he oozed brilliance for them all. His was the kind of talent that might feel obnoxious, except Connor also had this infectiously positive and encouraging outlook. Every single email from him started with classic Connor lines, like, "I hope you're having a killer day," or, "Hey, hope your morning is rad so far." He exuded joy and a sincerely happy to be here posture that has become all too rare in many companies. Connor is the kind of person I would hire first and then find a job for, because he's just that good. Connor was clearly a happy guy, and for good reason. Mid-20s, serious girlfriend, a job he loved so much it didn't seem like work, and even time on many weekends to fit in plenty of fly fishing and golfing with his best friend, his dad. It truly felt like Connor had it all. But one day, we were on a call together, and our conversation turned to the subject of human trafficking and the humanitarian work that my wife and I had been doing in Ghana for more than a decade. We'd recently rescued a group of trafficked children and returned them to their families. And I was telling Connor what that meant for those kids and their families, who were now experiencing freedom and a new life for the first time. Connor was blown away by the story and made a comment to the effect of, "Man, that's got to be so fulfilling." It was, of course, and still is all these years later. But something about the way Connor said it struck a familiar chord. I'd heard this comment in various forms now for, well, almost a decade. What Connor said was, "That must be so fulfilling." But what Connor was thinking was, "I would love to make an impact like that." The good news for Connor and for you is that you can, and you will. That's exactly why I wrote this book. My life's mission is to empower every single person I meet to do more good in the world. The greatest lie we tell ourselves is that we will do more good when, fill in the blank with your next big milestone, happens. This is well-intentioned, but simply not true. We will do good when we make the conscious decision to do good, and that can happen wherever we are by using whatever resources we have right now. As we explore this topic, I will uncover 3 surprising truths for you throughout the following chapters. 1. Most of us believe we have to choose between financial security or making a positive difference in the world. The truth is, both are possible, and doing more good will actually make us better at our jobs. 2. Most of us believe we can't accomplish more good because we have limited time and money. The truth is, we're hindered not by time or money, but by a lack of confidence that fools us into believing we have nothing to offer. 3. Most of us think we are incapable of driving massive impact for good. The truth is, we are just one amplification away from improving the lives of thousands of people. So, let's rewind back to my conversation with Connor to see what this looks like in real life. Connor firmly believed all 3 of the aforementioned falsehoods. He needed to be convinced of the 3 truths I was suggesting were available to him. I didn't yet have this book to hand him, of course, so instead Connor and I did a miniature version of what I call my everyday activist makeover. Our conversation looked something like this. Me: Connor, if you were going to do good right now, what do you think that would look like? Connor: I could make a small donation and probably volunteer a couple of times a year somewhere, serving meals, helping at the animal shelter, or something like that. Me: What if I told you that I could teach you how to choose your favorite cause and drive tens of thousands of dollars in donations to them, all while doing what you love most, never asking anyone for money, and in just 14 minutes a day? Connor: I would say, yes, please. So that's exactly what we did. Remember that Connor's very favorite thing, which also happens to be his best gift, is in the realm of graphic design, video editing, branding, and marketing. Connor does this every single day for an incredibly successful company, and he does it at an incredibly high level. Do you know who needs graphic design, video editing, branding, and marketing work? Pretty much every single charity in the world. The vast majority of nonprofits and charities run on shoestring budgets, which translates to a few passionate and big-hearted people wearing many different hats. Most of these organizations could never afford someone like Connor, but they didn't have to. Connor was willing to work for free if he believed he could make a real difference. This distinction is critical, because Connor, like most successful people, is a high achiever. Redesigning a home page that gets 12 unique visitors a month? Meh. Not going to move the needle for him. Creating a full marketing plan with clever messaging, cohesive branding, matching assets for social media, and even a well-polished teaser video to introduce it all to thousands of donors? Now we have Connor's attention, which is good news, because the items I just described would be worth tens of thousands of dollars or more to a charity with a good reputation, doing good work, and with a need to get an important message out to their donors. Connor thought the most he could give a charity was a few $100s and maybe a day of his time. Because of that, he was hardly motivated to do anything. But he could not have been more wrong. The opportunity for him to do good and drive massive positive growth and change along the way was right in front of him. He just had to make the choice to start doing good where he was and with what he had, which is exactly what Connor chose to do. Now, the astute listener might be wondering, didn't you say 14 minutes a day? How in the world is Connor going to do all that in just 14 minutes a day? Well, I'm glad you asked. You see, 14 minutes a day is exactly 1% of our day. Let's do the math. 24 hours times 60 minutes divided by 100 equals 14.4 minutes a day. If Connor stacked up those 14 minutes a day for one single month, he would have about 7 hours to give to the tasks outlined previously. But since this is a larger project that Connor really believes in, he'll probably be willing to work on it a little longer, say 6 months. If we multiply 7 hours a month times 6 months, this would give Connor 42 hours to help create this marketing plan that will pay back 100 times what he could have donated himself, all while doing what he loves the most, work that doesn't even feel like work. This is the epitome of starting where you are and with what you have. It shows the power of leveraging your very best gifts and talents for the sake of others by donating just 1% of your day. And this is precisely how we can collectively join together to give back 1 billion hours of good. Connor is a unique guy, but this part of his story is not unique. There are millions more just like him. People like you and people like me. We are young, old, middle-aged, marketers, salespeople, executives, assistants, VPs, artists, teachers, mechanics, stay-at-home moms, computer programmers, managers, retirees, realtors, and 100 more job titles. Many of us have come to believe that our respective job titles and the roles and responsibilities that come with them restrict us from doing more good. But the opposite is actually true. Our unique and varied experiences and job roles do not hold us back, but rather catapult us forward in using our most exceptional gifts and talents to drive meaningful outcomes. Can you imagine a world where business consultants help local school districts with teacher turnover issues? Where chefs and restaurant owners work together to end food scarcity? Where supply chain and logistics personnel create solutions for distribution efficiencies after natural disasters? And where innovators use their creativity to help crack some of the most crushing social challenges facing our communities? I can imagine this world. I want to live in it. I want to help create it. I want to bring it to life in a way that unleashes a global wave of good. And I believe this can be done, but I need your help. And I think you need this as much as the world needs it from you. Throughout the following chapters, I'm going to show you how to open yourself up to causes you care about. Compassion, how to overcome your fears, courage, and how to take those passions and skills that already make you awesome every day and apply them in innovative ways to solve old problems in new ways. Creativity. We will then turn your newfound compassion, courage, and creativity into real and meaningful change, all in just 14 minutes a day. Connor wanted to make an impact. You do too. He has been incredibly successful in his efforts, and so will you. Let's get started. Chapter 2. A Gift for You. Before we go any further, I want to give you a gift. No, I insist. It's the least I can do after you bought this book and made it a priority to sit down and listen to it. And look, you've already made it through Chapter 1 and started Chapter 2. Woohoo! But there's just one very important rule when it comes to this gift. I don't mean to be difficult, but I'm going to need you to promise me something before I can give it to you. You have to promise that you will not keep this gift. No, I don't want it back. That would be rude, and my mother would never let me live that down. And she'll read this book 50 times, so there's no way I could get away with that, even if I tried. But you really can't keep this gift. You have to give it away. Deal? The gift I'm giving you today is the gift of time. It is the most important and priceless gift you could ever receive, because it is one of the very few things money simply cannot buy. But once you receive this gift of time, you have to commit to go out into the world and give it away, just like we talked about in Chapter 1. Now remember, we have a deal. Today, I'm going to give you back 1% of your day, but not just one day, every day, for as long as you live. For most of us, that means thousands and thousands of total hours. As we discussed in Chapter 1, 1% of our day breaks down to 14.4 minutes, which we can round down to 14 minutes. I am going to gift you with an extra 14 minutes each day, with the expectation that you are going to take that time out into the world and generously give it away to create transformational change, both for you personally and for those with whom you engage along the way. We are going to use the power of scale to turn your 14 minutes a day, and that of many others, into 1 billion hours of good. How cool is that? But how exactly am I going to give you the gift of 14 minutes a day? With a list of 35 of the absolute easiest, simplest, pain-free, and money-free ways for you to start saving that much time each and every day with absolutely zero negative impact on your life. Choosing just a few items from this list will save you at least 14 minutes a day. Implementing all these methods would save you hours each day. Literally, with no change in your quality of life or work and/or family productivity. In fact, the opposite case could be made. Almost every bullet point on the list will actually increase your work productivity and the quality of your family life. Some of these suggestions are fun, some are more serious, but they're all legitimate. And they are meant to show you that carving out just 14 minutes from your day is something that we all can easily do with just the slightest bit of intentionality. So without further ado, start pulling the ribbon on top of that box. I did not wrap this myself, by the way. And let's see what you got. 1. Stop hitting the snooze button. Time saved, 5+ minutes. 2. Prep your coffee maker before you go to bed. Time saved, 2 minutes. 3. Make coffee at home instead of going to Starbucks. Time saved, 5 minutes. 4. Cull your closet to only clothes you like wearing, so choosing is easy. Time saved, 5 minutes. 5. Leave your keys in a designated place, so you're not looking for them every morning. Time saved, 1 to 5 minutes. Anger saved, infinite. 6. Buy an automatic water bowl for your dog or cat. Time saved, 1 minute. 7. Ask your boss if you can work from home 1 day a week. Time saved commuting, 5 to 60 minutes each way. 8. Stay in your pajama pants that day, even if you have Zoom meetings. Time saved, 2 minutes. 9. Move 1 meeting each day from in-person to Zoom. Time saved, 10 to 20 minutes. 10. Move 1 meeting each day from in-person to a phone call. Time saved, 20 to 30 minutes. 11. Move one meeting each day from in-person to email. Time saved, 30 to 60 minutes. 12. Buy a larger coffee cup so you don't have to refill it. Time saved, 2 minutes. 13. Bring your lunch to work so you don't have to go out. Time saved, 30 to 45 minutes. 14. Bring your own snacks to work so you don't have to go to the vending machine. Time saved, 5 to 10 minutes. 15. Close your office door and turn your lights off so no one will bother you. Time saved, hours. 16. Stop arguing with coworkers over politics and sports. Time saved, 10 to 15 minutes. Friendships saved, at least half of them. 17. Check social media only once in the morning and once in the afternoon. Time saved, 20 to 60 minutes. 18. Check email twice a day instead of leaving it open all day. Time saved, 1 to 2 hours. 19. Use a calendar availability app to minimize back and forth on setting meetings. Time saved, 10 to 20 minutes. 20. Use a web browser extension to schedule emails so that you can write dozens of emails at one time and schedule them out for the week. Time saved, 30 to 60 minutes. 21. Run an errand on the way home from work. Time saved, 20 minutes. 22. Exercise at the same place you drop your kids off for their evening activities. Time saved, 30 to 60 minutes. 23. Limit yourself to one 30-minute TV show every day. Time saved, 30 minutes to 2 hours. 24. Pay your bills all at once, instead of a couple every few days. Time saved, 10 minutes. 25. Set up auto pay for bills. Time saved, 10 minutes. 26. Cook dinner in a crock pot or Instapot. Time saved, 45 to 60 minutes. 27. Get takeout instead of dining in. Time saved, 30 to 60 minutes. 28. Get dinner delivered. Time saved, 15 to 20 minutes. 29. Make a list and order online only once a week. Time saved, 10 minutes. 30. Prep your meals and snacks on Sunday for the following week. Time saved, 60 to 90 minutes. 31. Put your phone in your room when you get home for the day. Time saved, 20 to 60 minutes. 32. No social media at night. Time saved, 30 to 60 minutes. 33. Divide your daily household chores into days of the week so you know exactly what to do each day without thinking about it. Time saved, 10 minutes. 34. Teach your kids to manage more chores. Time saved, 10 to 20 minutes. 35. Go to bed just a few minutes earlier. Time saved, 5 to 30 minutes. I'd like you to go through this list and choose the 2 or 3 things you could most easily implement into your daily routine. Underline them, highlight them, or write them down in a place where you'll see them regularly. Now, add up the minutes saved between those 2 or 3 or more things, so you can see exactly how big your gift will be today. We all know the bigger the box, the better the present. We may grow older, but we never outgrow that belief from Christmases past. Anything larger than 14 minutes a day, I want you to keep. Use this time for whatever you want. Learn a new language, read more books, invest more time in your kids, or just take more bubble baths. You deserve it. But that first 14 minutes, I need you to hold those loosely. The same hands that opened up to receive those 14 minutes need to stay open to now give them away. Before we go into exactly how you are going to use those 14 minutes a day to create meaningful and transformational change for some of the people who need it most, I first need to convince you of something critically important. That 14 minutes a day is actually enough time to change the world, and by proxy, your world. Chapter 3. Changing the World 14 Minutes at a Time. For most of our lives, we've been taught, whether explicitly or through implication, that massive, momentous, and headline-worthy events are how the world is changed. This is a lie. The world is not suddenly changed because a million people gather to protest together. The world is changed because of the work that went into getting those million individuals to believe in something bigger than themselves. The world is changed because organizers now have social proof that lawmakers and elected officials need to listen to them. And the world is changed when those million individuals go home and create micro-changes on a daily basis in their own neighborhoods and communities. The world is not suddenly changed because an author writes a great book. The world is changed when people choose to read a book and the words take root in someone's heart in a way that changes the way they move through the world. Changing the world happens one word, one choice, 1 minute at a time. This is why 14 minutes a day is enough, even more than enough, because 14 minutes a day becomes nearly 2 hours a week, which becomes more than 7 hours per month, which becomes more than 80 hours per year, which becomes well over 2,000 hours in a 25 to 30 year span. My friend Connor has more than 50 years left, based on the average life expectancy in the United States. His commitment to just 14 minutes a day of good will total more than 4,000 hours during his lifetime. 4,000 hours! If Connor took his gifts of marketing and gave them away in 100-hour chunks, a little more than a year at the rate of 14 minutes each day, he would be able to help 40 nonprofits or charities throughout his lifetime. If his work resulted in an average of just $10,000 additional dollars raised for each of those organizations, then he will have been directly responsible for helping create almost $500,000 of revenue for charitable causes that he cares about, all in just 14 minutes a day. So yes, yes, yes. My answer is a resounding yes when someone asks if the world can really be changed just 14 minutes at a time. It can. It is. And it will continue to be. By Connor, by you, by me, and by many others. The idea I'm describing here, that a little bit over a long time adds up to a lot, is nothing new. We've all heard of the incredible, almost magical effect of compounding interest when it comes to investing in the stock market, whereby a small bit of money over many years almost always beats much larger amounts over a shorter time frame. For the most part, this concept has been reserved for financial planning courses or investment advisors. It's almost never applied to how we spend our time. We rarely consider the power of compounding anything besides money, which is lunacy because we all wake up with the same 24 hours a day.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?